Good morning, you guys. Welcome to Vlogtober day 26. Oh, let me check if the cat's here. Hi, Mickey. Do you want to come down? We've had a nice chill morning. Hi, Mickey. Yeah, you can come down. Zach watched the rugby, so I'm gonna have to finish this on my phone because my camera died. So I snoozed for a little bit longer while Zach was watching the rugby, and then have read a bit more of my book. Desperate to finish it today because I'm not enjoying it and I just want to get it done so I can move on to bigger and better things.
You are the tallest cat I've ever seen.
So we are ready for the day. My camera died, so I had to improvise there for a bit, but we're ready to go. We're gonna go over to a couple of flea markety type places. I'll just show you my outfit. So I'm wearing my new Free People coat, red t-shirt from And Other Stories, these Levi's jeans, and my And Other Stories boots as well. We're ready to go. Guys, this is where we're going over here. Kind of looks like a heap of stuff, which it is. I think it's called Aladdin's Cave. It's supposed to be like salvage and like a flea market-esque type thing, but it's more of a shop. So we're gonna have a look in there, see what we can find, and then maybe go to Deptford Market as well. Don't know yet.
Rainy day, on a rainy day, on a rainy day, on a rainy day, on a rainy day,
Much luck today. I didn't really expect to be honest, because we didn't take it very seriously. Like, I think if you want to go proper flea market shopping or car boot sale shopping or any of that, you need to get up early, you need to research it properly, and I hadn't really done that. But it was nice to have a little browse around a couple of salvage shops, and we ended up finding a really cute little kind of market sort of place underneath the viaducts in Bermondsey. I can't remember, it was called Rope something. So that was cute. We got some food and a coffee and stuff, and that was nice. Rope Walk, that's what it's called. Yeah, some really cool places down there to like drink and eat and stuff, so I think we'll probably go back there at some point. But yeah, it was nice to have a little browse, although it wasn't successful obviously. But yeah, that's probably something I'll do in November when we have a bit more time to kind of research that sort of thing. I think I will probably have a little bit of better luck finding something. We need to kind of do our research, but it is my favourite time of the week. It is Strictly time. I'm so excited. Also, on the way to these places and back, I managed to finish Mother's Milk. Hooray. Which I just thought was really bad. I'm not gonna go into it too much now. I know it is from a series of novels, which I didn't realise originally. As a standalone novel, it's really bad. I think in terms of kind of what it's saying about life, people, pretty much everything. I think maybe as part of the whole set of novels it's slightly more redemption there, but I was not impressed, you guys. I'm not impressed at all, so I'm really pleased that that's over. I'm sorry for picking it for book club. I just didn't know what it would be like. It sounds like a kind of comedy of manners on the back of the book, but inside the book is, I don't know. We will discuss it in the book video because I fear I can get a little bit ranty, and right now I'm feeling very angry towards this book. And I feel like ranting is not a particularly intelligent way to approach particularly this book, so I didn't enjoy it, guys. I really didn't. Very much looking forward to reading something else. But anyway, I'm going to change. I'm going to pop some footage on to the computer for Zach in it a bit later when he does his editing. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I can't watch Strictly in Jeans. Got my two favourite boys.
Yeah, it was just...
This one hates Strictly.
Will the judges please reveal their score?
It is officially time to go to bed. We just watched Annihilation, which is a sci-fi film, and it was pretty creepy and pretty thought-provoking. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Based on a Jeff Vandermeer book. I read a Jeff Vandermeer book not too long ago. I read The City of Saints and Mad Men. But it's based on his famous trilogy, or the first book in his famous trilogy. I think I understand that the film and the book are quite different. So, yeah, Annihilation's been on my list, my book list to read at some point soon. It's on my to be read now. It was before I watched the film, and it definitely is now. But yeah, I understand they're quite different. But anyway, I'm going to bed, you guys. I'll probably see you in the next clip because I'm going to put these two vlogs together. So guys, it's Vlogtober day 27 and I have done a terrible job at updating you today because we were supposed to go to the house today and do some bits and bobs and start pulling up carpets and stuff, but it just didn't happen. We sat on the sofa and started watching films, and then suddenly we were like, I think we're probably staying here today. It's Sunday, so not gonna beat myself up about it. I've just finished watching Arrival, which is based on the story of your life by Ted Chiang, which I read not too long ago, and I love that story. It's very sad though, and then I watched the film and then I've just been crying loads. If it looks like I've been crying, I've just been crying watching it. But anyway, Zach has gone upstairs to edit the vlog. I'm going to do a bit of reading. And yeah, it's just been a really nice, chilled day. Actually, I'll show you the pumpkins. How cute they look, all lit up. Ah, how nice. So I have not done much vlogging today, guys, but to be fair, not much has happened. Do I have really bad red wine teeth? I've had a couple of glasses of red wine. I don't want to look gross. But anyway, we watched a couple of films. We also watched Always Be My Maybe, which I forgot to mention earlier, which we really enjoyed as well. It's just a good rom-com on Netflix. It's very enjoyable and easy watching. And then yeah, I did some more reading. I finished my book. I finished The Refugees, which book of short stories by Viet Thanh Nguyen. I hope I'm getting the pronunciation of that right. I read his first, I believe it was his debut novel, which ended up winning him the Pulitzer. He's an academic, I think. I read his first book. It's called The Sympathizer. I definitely did include it in one of my book videos, and I enjoyed it. I thought that was really good. But yeah, The Refugees, book of short stories, I've got to say I wasn't massively impressed at all. I gave it a 2-star rating on Goodreads, mainly because my 2-star rating means like it was fine. I have to say that this was just okay, to be honest. I've read a lot of excellent fiction about the experience of being a refugee. His first book was, I think, better at communicating some of that, with also a bit of feeling behind it. I just thought this book, there was something about it that just felt a little bit soulless. It was like his stories they didn't have any impact, really, like emotional impact, and that's not always something that I desperately need from my fiction. But I think in this novel, in this book of short stories rather, it was particularly pronounced, that kind of hollowness. I hope that makes sense, but just didn't really love it. But it is a really short read, so I did kind of push on and finish it. I just was not massively impressed. I think after reading Alice Munro's short stories as well, like short stories are going to have a hard time of kind of getting up to her level in my view. Didn't love it, you guys, which is a bit of a shame, but I am about to start Jane Smiley's The Greenlanders, which I'm very excited about. You guys may remember, I think I talk about this a lot, I absolutely loved the first Smiley book I read, which was 1,000 Acres, which was kind of like a retelling of King Lear, which when I was reading Mother's Milk, which is kind of about being disinherited, sort of, and it does mention King Lear. In fact, I was thinking of Jane Smiley and I was just thinking how much better it was. So I loved 1,000 Acres. Like, I love that book. I would like to reread it at some point. And then I read Moo, which was her book about a university, like an agricultural university in America, and that was good. It was very what's the word, like satiric, that's it. And it was good and it was enjoyable. It wasn't quite as like mind-blowing as 1,000 Acres, but it was good. And yeah, so now I'm reading Greenlanders, which I believe is about like old Norse people. Let me check. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Right, the Greenlanders. Written in 1988, historical fiction epic novel. Yes, a speculative account of the Norse inhabitation of Greenland in the 14th and 15th centuries, written in the style of an Icelandic or Norse saga, which just sounds kind of crazy. Not something that a lot of authors would tackle, especially like, you know, an author like Jane Smiley, who is sort of like a American fiction writer. At least after I read 1,000 Acres, that's what I kind of think of her as. So that was set in like rural Ohio or something. No, Iowa, sorry. Yeah, I love an author that just tackles completely random stuff, like amazing. Not random, obviously, but different stuff, a wide variety of stuff. And it looks like to me this is The Greenlanders is the novel she wrote before, just before 1,000 Acres, and Moo is the novel she wrote after it. So I'm kind of reading her late 80s, early 90s books at the minute. I think I have one more of her books on my shelf. But I can't remember, I think it's Good Faith. But yes, I'm looking forward to it anyway. I hope it'll be good. Anyway, you guys, sorry for not vlogging much today, but I just had a nice chill day. Yeah, and then of course, finished my book, watched Strictly, then watched David Attenborough's new show, which I'm just in love with anything that he does, and then watched The Good Place. And all round I feel rested, ready for the week, ready for the final week of Vlogtober, up until Thursday at least, kind of just rejuvenated a little bit by kind of reinvigorating my mind with my favourite shows and films and all sorts of things. So I'm gonna go now, you guys. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope that you enjoyed it.